If you visit a high-end boutique, you are likely to receive less attentive service if you carry this. What is it and why does it cause a change of attitude? If you visit a high-end boutique, you are likely to receive less attentive service if you carry this. What is it and why does it cause a change of attitude?
I remember many, many years ago when I was in school, someone did like a project to try and work out if you looked rich, would you get more attention in shops? That was their hypothesis. I think it was like something in sociology or something like that. That was their little experiment they were doing. And they proved the exact opposite hypothesis, which is that if you look like you belong in a high-end store, people will mostly ignore you. If you have dressed down and you are trying to deliberately look like you do not belong in a high-end store, actually you'll get a lot of attention because it turns out the people who run the store will go, why are they in there? So I wonder if there's some kind of counterintuitive thing on this.
So cat burglar costume.
Is that different to a regular burglar costume? I
Yes,
don't know
it is.
There we go. Balaclava, blacked out clothing, ears, cat burglar.
Large Hessian sack with $sign on the side. That's the other important bit.
That joke from the goodies in 1970, probably.
A shopping bag.
Okay.
Is there some weird reason that, oh, they've already got a shopping bag? I can ignore them because this shopper is clearly competent and doesn't need my help because they've already shopped before today.
Although that might be where they're putting the stolen goods. There might be getting more attention there.
So I would say that is an interesting hypothesis, and I do think that there is something to do with there is definitely something in that area of like what kind of person do you look like. But I will say specifically this is about when I say less attentive service, I'm talking about this like a good type of service essentially.
So you carry a thing and the staff are more likely to ignore you in high-end stores, you said?
Yeah.
I cannot get umbrellas out of my head since this question was asked, and I do not know why umbrellas are stuck in my head.
Keep going down that route, Alec.
Okie dokie.
What else does Mary Poppins have? Carpet bag.
A raincoat.
What more specifically, why would someone carrying an umbrella make people in the store give them less attentive service? Because umbrella is the item.
Okay. Why did I think umbrella? I don't know. It just happened. But if you were carrying an umbrella, it would be a sign that
you are ready at any time for an umbrella duel.
Yes.
It might contain a knife ready to stab any opponent. I don't know where I was going with this. Some spy gear, I think.
That was a thing, though, wasn't it? There was an air rifle hidden in an umbrella in one spy case, and they shot a poison dart.
Oh,
there was a guy in London. I seem to remember this in the Cold War.
Yes, there has definitely been an umbrella stabbing incident at some point.
I want to be able to tell you, Simon, that was exactly why the high-end boutiques have been really just burnt by a rash of covert umbrella assassinations. But unfortunately, not the answer I'm looking for, at least.
Is it because it reminds you of rain and it makes you unhappy? Is it something like that?
Or you're more likely to be wet, and therefore the shop assistant does not want to get near you because you are... No, you're more likely to be dry.
Dry.
You have less empathy for somebody that is dry as opposed to somebody that looks like a drowned rat from having come in from the rain. And so you pay more attention to the drowned rat. I think that one can make a little bit of there's a stereotype about umbrellas that the type of person that carries an umbrella is a person of perhaps more well-to-do socioeconomic standing. And so that person maybe is less approachable, but then also kind of seems like they are familiar and comfortable with this high-end boutique store and might not want to be approached by somebody.
I guess it could be, if you're a sales agent in a high boutique store, I think thinking back to what Tom was saying about like, if you're trying to give good service to someone, if you've got a range of people in front of you, who are you more likely to go up to and try and get kind of try to approach, thinking that they would be, I guess, someone who might be willing to spend money in the store?
If you're carrying an umbrella, you are diving in out of the rain? No, that's the wrong way round, because if you've just come into the store to avoid the rain, you're not going to have as much attention on. I'm phrasing this really
Oh,
badly.
as in they might think that they're just coming into the store to get out of the rain, but they're going to go out because it's like a temporary shelter type of deal.
Yes, whereas if you're carrying an umbrella, you planned ahead, you decided to go there, you know what you're doing, so you don't need to be upsold on stuff.
You're circling around it so hard.
Is it the whole class sort of thing that you mentioned, that if you are carrying the umbrella, you're more likely to have, by stereotypes, more disposable income, so you don't need to have such a hard sell, whereas if you don't have the umbrella, you may need to have more service pressed upon you in order to buy a product?
It's specifically that if you don't have an umbrella, they think you have more money to spend in store. But why is that?
Because you've arrived in a taxi, not on public transit.
That's exactly
You did
it, Tom.
not have to walk.
Oh, that's clever.
You didn't have to walk there. You have come in a town car, in a taxi, in a chauffeured vehicle of some kind, and if there was an umbrella involved to get you from the car to the store, the driver was the one holding it.
I kind of feel happy that all three of us took a while to get in the head of someone who visits a store like that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say earlier, like, I feel like it's a good sign.
It's not something I do very frequently.
My favourite part was the umbrella darts.
And thank you to producer David, who has said that Russian writer Markov was stabbed by a poisoned umbrella on Waterloo Bridge. That's the
one I was thinking of.
So allegedly, some sales associates, especially at high-end boutiques, have claimed that when they see a customer carrying an umbrella, it is not a promising indicator that they're going to have a disposable income because they have walked in the rain like a poor person.